Hi everybody, this is Lauren of Plan Mosh Plan. Welcome back to another plan with me. It has been a while since I've uploaded one and I feel bad about it because I didn't think that I was going to not upload Plan with Me's for so long. Well, first of all, I've always been really bad about uploading Plan with Me's in the summer. I don't know what it is, but like especially even this summer where you know what I think a lot of times in the summer there's so many like activities and trips that I participate in, and there's a lot more time just like spent at home. That's why that generally happens for me, but this year that's been totally different, at least for the first half of the summer. But what happened for the second half of the summer is that we left town. I always also have trouble uploading Plan With Me's when I leave town like that because I tend to do a lot of the stuff on the weekends. But we left town for like half of a week for Steven's brother's wedding. So that was I'll talk about that when I do the plan with me. It was great. It was really wonderful. It was totally different than what the original plan was, which was, 150 person wedding. But this was just a very small, intimate group. But I did that. And then the next weekend we moved right after that. And I've kind of been settling into our new place ever since. We're very far from being done, but I still need all my like planner stuff is packed away in my in my box. I'm getting another desk, and so I'm kind of waiting to unpack everything and like get everything sorted in here until then. But I actually took a poll on my Instagram because I had the memory card with this planner or this plan with me on it, but I didn't have the memory card that had the like foil shots. So I took a poll and people were like, just post it. It doesn't matter. You don't have the like pretty foil shots of the finished spread. Like it doesn't matter. And I was like, well, it kind of matters. Like I care. So I dug it out and I found it. So now I have, yeah, so obviously you saw what the spread turned out like at the beginning. So hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit more on track here because I do have like, I think 3 more spreads filmed already. And I also have a haul, and I also have a pre-plan with me in my actual planner, which is my plum paper planner. I haven't uploaded one of those in a really long time, but I get requests for them every so often. So I did that for the week of the wedding just because I had so much I needed to get done. And I find that those are a lot more interesting to film, and I think probably to watch when I have a lot to do, because you can kind of watch my process of figuring out what my week is going to look like versus like a lot of these stay-at-home weeks where I don't have a whole lot to try and coordinate. That's kind of boring. Anyways, okay, so that's a little bit about where I've been, and of course me making promises about coming back, which don't believe me. That's just what I think I'm gonna do, but I always have really high hopes for myself. Anyways, okay, so a little bit about this spread. We're back in May. I apologize that we're still in May and I'm so behind, but this is the week of Memorial Day. I spent this week up in Tahoe, so I thought that this kit that I'm using from Paperblushbar was a really good kit to use. It's so pretty. It was part of her new releases. It was part of her newly formatted kits, and she actually sent this one to me. I do PR for her. My code is Lauren15 for whenever she reopens again, but it's just so pretty. And I think I originally said, oh, I'm gonna do this as like a early fall kit, but then I sat down and I was like, this would work really well for Tahoe because it's kind of like earthy and there's a lot of wildflowers, which in this time of year, like late spring in Tahoe, there's a ton of wildflower fields. So yeah, it just turned out really soft and feminine and pretty, which is of course my favorite kind of spreads. I am feeling rusty at the voiceover. It's always hard when you come back after not doing it for a little bit. Okay, let me talk through some of what I've laid down here. So like I said, this day was Memorial Day, so I put down a box from the Giving Girl, a bowstrung box. The Memorial Day script is from Artbox Stickers, and then I believe that all of the mandalas that I used are from Harriet Wright Designs, and then I marked having the day off with a panda bird design sticker. I have coupon codes for most of the shops that I just mentioned, as well as Paperblushbar, so you can always find all those down below. And then we were already in Tahoe, and we had actually driven we if you watch my last plan with me, that was the week before this, we had gone up to Steven's cabin in Tahoe and raked a bunch of pine needles, and then on Sunday, and then Sunday night we drove over to my family's cabin, which is on the other side of the lake in North Shore. So we were already there, which is why you're kind of like, we're picking up in the middle of already being in Tahoe here. But I just marked with the car from Paperblushbar that we ran some errands, we went to CVS, we went to the grocery store and stuff, and then I also marked that we did like a happy hour. I made a cheese board and we opened a nice bottle of wine, and we did that on our patio a little bit, and we went down to the dock by our cabin and kind of watched the sunset and did that. So that was really nice. I used a wine glass from Miss Just Plans. Again, I have a coupon code for her too, and a Harriet Wright Designs bow over top that. I marked working from home the same way every day, I think, which was just using some layering stickers from the kit and then a working from home script from Paperblushbar Designs. She's actually offering custom scripts now, which is so exciting. I had asked her originally for these WFH scripts as a custom, and she put them in her shop, but now you can like get any script custom, and I think the way that she's doing it in her Etsy shop is really intuitive, so definitely check that out if you like those scripts as much as I do. I marked that I had 4 meetings this day with a beautiful, where is that scallop from? Oh, you know what? It's from Sweet Bella XOXO, I think. It's so pretty. I love it. And then the laptop icon is from Paperblushbar. Again, obsessed with it, and just like the flow and the shape of it. And then Steven barbecued this evening, so I marked that with a My Newest Addiction box. And then the barbecue is from Crafts by Towie. We opened some beer and went down to the beach after work, and we just kind of sat on, there's some like Adirondacks on our beach in front of the cabin. We're like pretty much right on the water, which is awesome, so we just kind of sat there and again just watched the sunset and hung out there. And then we also started watching a movie called Uncut Gems, which is, I believe, on Netflix. I didn't really love it. Steven liked it a lot more. It's an Adam Sandler movie, but it's not a comedy. If you're into Adam Sandler, but it's really not very funny at all. It's like a gambling kind of movie. There's like sports gambling, which was why Steven liked it. He loves sports gambling. And then, yeah, I would say it's mostly about that. So we started it that night, and then on Wednesday, I'm marking that my sister actually came up to Tahoe to hang out with us, so I used a little washi strip from Paperblushbar, and then a really pretty box from Sweet Bella XOXO, and then that car is from White Deer Stationery. I think it turned out really well again. And then I marked my meetings and working from home the same way, and then I also marked that we went out to the dock again, and just we had a lot of craft beer. We had gone to a brewery on Sunday, which was the first time we had like eaten out or gone out at all. And so we had done that in South Lake Tahoe, and so we had like a ton of really good kind of craft beer, so then we were drinking a lot of that this week. Okay, on Thursday, I marked just working from home. This is a really stressful work day for me. I'm trying to look at my meetings to figure out why, but I don't know. I guess it was just a really stressful work day. I had 4 meetings, and I ended up working late this day to get some stuff done, I guess. So I marked that with some stickers from the kit, and then I think that little heart paper clip is actually from the freebie. And then after work, again, we went down to the beach, and my sister's friend actually had driven over to hang out with us on the beach, so we kind of hung out with them for a little while down there, which was nice. That's one of the good, I mean, you've heard me say this before, I love working from home, and I'm so excited that it's like a thing now. I love it. I like, in my ideal world, I'll go back to the office. Like I would like to do this permanently, truthfully. I'd like, my ideal world, I would work from home 3 or 4 days a week and go into the office like 1 or 2 days a week, just to like, still have some of that culture that I love at my company, and a little bit more collaboration, but mostly just kind of be at home and have work days that I can just focus and get stuff done without a lot of the distractions. But anyways, what I was saying was that this is one of the benefits of working from home, is I can work from anywhere. So I can go to Tahoe and I can work, like be there for a week and work all day, and then after work head down to the beach and drink beer on the beach and grill and stuff. You know, it's just really nice. We're gonna do that again soon. Head up back there and kind of do this. We've already done it twice this summer though. Okay, I kind of skipped over a lot of Friday, but I had the day off. This is my last, I think, forced PTO day, so I really enjoyed it. We have a really nice patio in our cabin that has beautiful views of the lake, and I just sat out there in the morning with my coffee, and I edited a video, and yeah, it was a really nice morning. And then I also marked that it thunderstormed this evening and this afternoon, which happens a lot in Tahoe in the summers. And my sister also went home this day. But what really was going on at this time was the George Floyd stuff was happening. And I don't know if I've talked a lot about BLM and how, I strongly associate myself with that movement, and I feel really deeply about it. I think part of this being like a stressful work day on Thursday was I was really starting to process what had happened. So I was stressed out about work, and also like what was going on was really upsetting to me. But on Friday night, what I marked at the bottom there was that the protests were starting to happen, but also in the city that I used to live in. Like I said, I had just moved. There was really bad rioting, and it was happening not only like in my city, but in like where I lived, like on my block. And so Stephen and I stayed up really late, and we were watching just all of these live streams on Twitter and Periscope and Snapchat of just like the businesses around where I live being broken, down and broken into. So we kind of stayed up late watching that, seeing where, our apartment was and all of that, just making sure everything kind of stayed safe. One of the officers in the building next door to us did pass away that night, which was upsetting too. I knew him. He was killed as part of the riots, which was upsetting, but that was just a really kind of rough, emotional week, I think, for everybody. So we came back on Saturday. We just kind of wanted to not see what was going on, but it was hard being away from our home when all of that was happening. My coworker kind of lives there, so I had texted her and been like, is it safe for us to come back? Should we stay here? And she was like, no, I think it's safe. Like, it's okay. So we did come back, and it was crazy. There was like lockdowns, and we were pretty much up all night with the noise of all of it happening kind of down on the streets below. I also marked that we watched the Bill Gates documentary that night to kind of change the tone here. That was really interesting. I'd highly recommend it, especially like with all the COVID stuff going on. There's a lot about what he does for like infectious disease and vaccinations, or what they do, I should say, he and Melinda. So that was really fascinating to me, because I've always had an interest in that kind of stuff, and then especially with the COVID stuff. And then Sunday was just pretty chill and lazy. Let me know if you're interested in any of the stickers I used towards the end of the week. I know I didn't really talk much about them, but anyways, that is the plan with me. I really like how it turned out. I always love my Paperblushbar spreads. It's so feminine and delicate and just really soft and pretty. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment if you did, just to say hey, because I know it's been a while. But I think that's it for me. Thanks, everybody. Bye.